Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Link in the description. Use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word. 25% off now.
Guys, these leftist politicians who want to defund police departments, for the most part, they're in major cities run by Democrats. And we know that these people are hypocrites because the vast majority of these people, these politicians on left Democrats that want to defund your police departments are paying for private security. Funny how they want to ensure that they have safety, but they don't want you to be safe. Police departments are needed. The police are needed, and the vast majority of black people do not want police to go away. It's only these far leftist Marxists that want the police to go away. After George Floyd, man, it got bad. It got bad out there. These leftists were calling for defunding the police. They thought that crime was going to get better. And of course, normal thinking people all know that when you do that, crime is going to increase. And where is it actually going to increase? In these low-income minority communities. It backfired. The whole defund the police thing is a failure. It was a sham. It was a voting strategy. Well, that brings us to Ilhan Omar in Minnesota. Now, Ilhan Omar is a big proponent of defunding the police. This woman just had a primary, folks, and it seems like some people in Minneapolis probably did wake up a little bit because the first time that Ilhan Omar ran for Congress, she won a primary by something like 30 to 35,000 votes. She snuck by this time. She only won by 2,500 votes. So maybe some people are actually starting to wake up in Minneapolis. However, guys, I don't really know her opponent in a primary. But anyway, check this out, guys. Defund the police advocate Ilhan Omar's city experiences sharp increase in majority of crimes. Data shows. You don't say. This is not a surprise, folks, when you actually want to defund your police department, when you call for it. That is a telltale sign that criminals are going to take advantage of that and commit more crimes. Let's look at this, guys. Defund the police supporter Ilhan Omar's city is experiencing a sharp increase in most crimes, data shows. The spike comes just 1 year after she backed a failed campaign to dismantle and replace the Minneapolis Police Department. She not only wanted to defund the police, she wanted to abolish the police. And it didn't even work. Omar represents Minnesota's 5th congressional district, which encompasses the city of Minneapolis. So far this year, citywide crimes have spiked in 9 of 14 categories over the same time period last year, according to a Fox News digital review of crime statistics. Quote, Minneapolis is a case study in what happens when municipal leaders decide to demonize the police and criminal justice system for their political advantage. Charles Fain Lehman, a Manhattan Institute fellow who works on the group's policing and public safety initiative, told Fox News Digital. As in many other big cities, homicides and other violence spiked in the city following the murder of George Floyd and rise of the defund the police movement, a movement to which Minneapolis uniquely capitulated. Yeah, Lehman said. Yeah, in all these cities, man, all these major U.S. cities where the crime has been run amok, they're run by Democrats. They are. And this lady right here, Ilhan Omar, who came to this country when she was young, she wants to abolish the police department. Abolish the police department, but some kind of way, man. These people in Minneapolis still voted her in her primary. And her district, man, is so blue. She's going to moonwalk to another chance to go in Congress and destroy the nation. Because make no mistake about it, guys. The socialists and Marxists like Ilhan Omar, they want to not only destroy the country, they want to abolish the Constitution. She's an extremist right there. She is an extremist. She is one of the most dangerous people in Congress. These so-called progressives, they're actually regressive. They want chaos out there in the streets because when there's chaos in the streets, she's going to spin this around. Hey, it's Republicans' fault. It's conservatives' fault. Vote for me. Even though she's in a city where it's run by Democrats and leftists. It goes on. It says, following George Floyd's death in May 2020, Minneapolis's violent crime skyrocketed. Last year, the city fell one murder short of hitting its all-time high of 97 in 1997. And while murders have declined this year, many other crimes are trending in the opposite direction. In fact, crime has risen in 9 of the 14 categories maintained on the city's government's website. Minneapolis motor vehicle theft has soared by 32.3%, while larceny thefts are up 30.4% through August 7th compared to the same time in 2021. The crime statistics show carjackings have surged by 21.1% this year. Destruction of property is up 12.8%, and assaults have escalated by 11.4%. The data further shows that burglaries and breaking and entering incidents have increased by 10.3% from last year. Quote, and as in many other big cities, loosening of COVID restrictions have extended the increase in violent crime to an increase in some categories of property crime. Omar, meanwhile, threw her support behind the defund the police movement shortly after Floyd's death. And you can see here, this is what she actually tweeted out June 8th of 2020. She tweeted this out. The defund the police movement is one of the reimagining the current police system to build an entity that does not violate us, while reallocating, I think she actually meant reallocating, but she uses relocating funds to invest in community services. Let's be clear, the people who now oppose this have always opposed calls for systemic change. Now, Ilhan Omar, she's in a far left district. This is out of touch with the everyday American. This is how you alienate Americans right here. Defunding the police. People do not want to live in some kind of a world where the criminals take over the streets. Criminals have been thriving over there in Minneapolis. It's open season over there. And you know what? You got these Soros-funded DAs that won't prosecute crime. Folks, you keep voting for Democrats. You keep voting for people like Ilhan Omar. Guess who's going to be running your city? It's going to be the criminals. They're already doing it. But if Ilhan Omar gets her way, there will be no police department because she wanted to abolish the police, and the criminals would reign. It'll be something like Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. It'll be chaos out there in the streets. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.